Tell us who you are, first and last, and what is your connection to Guntersville?
My name is Steve Adams, and I actually live fairly close here, and was a member of the band here at the time of Ricky's crash.
What do you remember about Rick as a musician prior to him coming to Guntersville?
Well, I sort of grew up watching him on TV. I'm of that age that I remember seeing him on TV. So, and I knew he was a really good musician at the time.
Were you a fan of Rick or the Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet?
Yes, I was. Actually, both of them, yeah.
When did you learn or know that Rick was coming to Guntersville or was already here?
Well, I was in the band with Pat Upton, and Pat had informed us that Rick was coming to play for New Year's Eve, or prior to New Year's Eve, so we knew for a while that he was coming.
Now, Rick did 2 shows at PJ's Alley. Did you attend, or what do you know about those shows from those who did attend?
Yes, I attended both of them.
Do you know the story of the boa constrictor now?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm the one that toted it outside. So,
Can you tell us that story?
well, my wife Annette, she mentioned that when she got here that there was a bad smell downstairs. So we didn't know what it was, so we just started searching, and finally somebody walked up on stage, and you could really tell there was something had died up on stage.
I have to repeat one of these questions.
You did super.
One of them, I'm asked like the 2 shows again, and I know you had attended, but just tell me like if you remember anything about the show, like performance or anything.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start over.
How old you?
Now Rick did 2 shows at PJ's Alley.
Right.
Did you attend, or what do you know about those shows from those who did attend?
Yes, I attended both of them, and I actually sat in the sound booth with their sound man on both occasions, and it was just like, this is an American heartthrob here I'm watching, so this is really cool.
What sort of impact do you feel Rick's visit left on the town? Any stories you heard of his time being here?
Well, we were with them a couple of times during the week while they were here, and Pat had told us that Rick had thought about maybe moving here at some point in time, and they were just down to earth folks to us.
Where were you when you learned of Rick's death? Or what do you remember after learning Rick had died?
I was actually here at PJ's. We're about to play that night, and my wife Annette, she received a phone call from the news station in Birmingham, if I'm not mistaken, and that's when the news hit.
Do you remember what the mood was like in Guntersville after Rick's passing?
Yeah, it was. That night was a very sad night. We continued and did our show, but it was a very sad night. So,
how do you think Rick was remembered?
Well, us that know him, and I didn't know him real well, but I mean, he's one of those guys that you think about, quite often. It's just like what would have happened had this accident not happened.